Yeah, this is your host Rob, Best of British show. I'm joined by Big Heath.
My bro. You good,
right?
brother?
Yeah.
Brother.
We just talk about football, man.
Yeah, man.
Football. So do you play football as well?
Used
Used to play football, yeah.
yeah.
Got it, man. It's hard though.
Yeah, man. It's tough. It's like, I mean, I played in goal, obviously.
Yeah.
Always the big ones in goal.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed being in goal. Like, it wasn't just like, not just the fat ones like, yeah, get in goal.
Right.
I actually enjoyed being in goal. I can catch very well. I've
been playing what, 6-a-side, but I'm playing with some guys that are maybe like 5 years or so younger than me. And it's hard, man. The pace isn't what it used to be.
Yeah.
It's just hard, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's just hard keeping up.
I feel like football, the further it goes, bro, it's just more like athletic. Like when you look back, bro, like people like Eric Cantona, despite him being on the ball, like George Best and all them there on the ball, today, mate, I don't think they could keep up. I know, because they were going out getting drunk the night before some games, but like I know now it's different. Cause obviously, like they read the game so well that they could be ahead. But like, yeah, you have to be fit.
Yeah, it does help, innit, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, that aside, so what I want to talk to you about is actually your videos before we got into like the EP and stuff. I was watching a few of them last night, and I'm quite impressed with like the creativity behind it.
Thank you, bro.
And I want to know, how does that happen? Is that something that comes into your mind when you're writing them, or is it something that you do when you're on set, or what?
Bit of both, bro. I think it's such a bait answer, but it's true. When I write a song, I think you know when it's a good one, and you picture it.
Okay, yeah.
You definitely write it, and you picture like, wow, like you can see what you're hearing. Do you know what I'm saying? But then also, when it's made, like I sit with my best mate that directs everything, and we come up with ideas. And I think like creativity comes from, one, I'm weird, I'm different, and two, bro, like I'll kind of like want the videos made to like you remember it and be like, that was jokes. I want them to.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Like I don't just want it to be like rappers these days that just to stand there performing with two girls and they look sick. Yeah. Like, okay, I get it. You're sick. Like, what else? And I feel like when I was growing up, mate, like the videos were so much more cooler. Yeah. Like there was so much more like Kanye doing like his mad videos, like all the videos back in like 2005 were just like way like mental. And that's what made me as a kid like love music. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, Biggie's definitely like that as well. But then again, when I listen to it, I understand why you come to the concept of video. Obviously, you're like, oh, if I was like, back at this time, obviously then the Henry VIII kind of thing. Yeah, so that makes more sense. But I think I didn't think that in Bouncy, like I didn't make the connection between the lyrics and what the video would turn out like.
Yeah. I mean, you know what annoys me, but I'm glad you said it. That was the first video that I didn't make with my mate.
Oh really?
And you can tell. I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
Because you can tell.
Yeah.
It was like a mix. It was like the idea of mine, and the idea of the directors. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
where the ones that I think are my favourite videos are done by my best mate, and you can see that. Like, he knows what works well with me, and he listens to me, but he like does an exaggeration of what I want. Like he basically, I say what I want, he'll hate me saying this, but it's true. He is the director, and the ideas are normally him, but I'll say what I want, and he takes it to the next level.
So like your ideas, but like acid or something.
Exactly. But then again, some of the ideas are him. Because I know if I said all the ideas are mine, he'll watch it and be like, what? No, they're not.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, because you can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah.
But Biggie's on what?
Should be on 2 now.
1.9. Yeah, 1.92.
I was saying earlier, it should actually now be on 2.
Yeah, it's on 2. And why is it that? Because that's one of the highest rated ones on your channel. Why do you think that one like rocketed like that as opposed to the other ones?
I think song wise, it's better, it's stronger, it's more catchy. The visuals, bro, match the song really well.
Yeah.
Like, they go hand in hand so well. I think, bro, it was the first... Yeah, it was the first video we really made the planning behind that video. Like, I don't mean you understand, like, weeks, bro, for a good month. I tell you what it was, we actually, a mad fact video, we were going to shoot it. And the guy that does the videos that we talk with him, go back and forth, and he was like, nah, the song's too good, like, you need to plan it better. We literally nearly booked all the kit to do it. And it got pulled. We're like, no. So we went back to stage 1. And at the time, it was awful. We were like, oh man, like the last week, and we spent another like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, like planning it to a T.
But you're glad you did that now,
bro. Over the moon, like over the moon. And I think, bro, it really taught me and my team, like, I'm my best mate. Like, when you plan something, you can achieve it. Like, if you plan something, you can really get the best Yeah.
And you worked with who did you work with? You worked with Gecko and Switch Sides.
Gecko.
How did that happen actually?
Instagram.
Oh, just on the gram, yeah.
Good old gram.
Yeah. Just
connected. ImJustBait posted the original Switch Side, which is not online now. And
but he's posted. I think he posted your Westwood one, right?
Yeah,
as well. I remember seeing a few.
Yeah, it was good.
If anything goes on ImJustBait,
yeah.
I mean, I had a few things go on to different blogs, and even then they shot.
Yeah, man.
So if it went on ImJustBait, it's just.
And I feel it's good for me as well because ImJustBait crowd and love to Ant because his ear is amazing, man. Like he believes in me, but also like for his age, like I think he's only like 19, bro. It's mad to think about what he's built at 19. It's incredible. And he's so well made. There's a skill. As the years go by, there's new skills in today's life that are needed, and to have he's so well at staying current. Like he knows what's hot and what's not, and like that skill, bro. I think back in the day wasn't really a thing. It was, but not as much as it is now. Like he knows what to post, what's going to do well, and what. And I think with him behind me, bro, it helps. And also his fan base are not maybe my stereotypical fan base. Like coming from Cambridge, ImJustBait's a very London thing. I think even though now it's growing to it's bigger than that. So obviously him posting my stuff helps me reach people that I probably wouldn't have done.
So how important is social media as a whole then, as an artist now?
That is more important than I'd say. It's definitely
just as important as the music.
Easy, mate, easily, yeah. Because what's the first thing you do when you hear a song? You go on Insta and give them a search, and you definitely go for their page.
Yeah.
And if you don't like them, then you don't like the song, really.
Yeah.
Like that, there's been artists before, bro, that I've liked the music, and unfortunately I shouldn't judge, but you've gone to their page and been like, what? And then not like them, or vice versa.
What? Because they don't fit with the brand.
Exactly.
The music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think, bro, the most important thing for me is on social media is being as honest as you can be.
Yeah.
No matter where you're from or what you do or what you're about, just make sure that's actually true. Because I think these days, kids especially are so good at noticing when it's not true. I think I've seen that the last few years. Kids
but that's the gram as well.
Exactly.
The gram is literally glossing over everything, which kind of is true, kind of technically, but it depends which way you look at it.
I think it's like an exaggeration, bro, and you show the best bits. But I try not. I try to do that as well, but I also try and show the real stuff, man.
Yeah. So you worked with Gecko as well from Insta. You hooked up with via Insta. Who else would you like to work with, UK wise? Because I know you've got a big listening history of US music.
Yeah, man.
US music. I know Kanye you mentioned, Biggie probably you mentioned.
Favorite.
Who else now? A few more.
Loads.
Mostly American stars.
I mean, for me, in the UK, bro, I like Slow Tie a lot. I'm not sure if he works because he's very different. He's very still relatable. He talks about day-to-day issues, but it's a very different sound. It's a very unique sound. Octavian, I love. I love his chords and his songs are so catchy and so well made. I don't know, man. To be honest, I'm not too worried about. I don't think about that stuff, bro. I like it when it just happens. When you meet someone, you like their music, and it happens.
Yeah, like an organic vibe.
Yeah, I don't have to plan too much. I'm going to use him for that, and then hopefully I get a feature with him. If it comes about, bro.
Yeah. And of course, you're not from London. You're from Cambridge. Like you said, you're from definitely out of the ends.
Yeah.
So, as a kind of non-Londoner, how does that affect your relationship and your experience with music as a whole?
Great question. I used to think, bro, when I was growing up as a rapper, I used to think it was shit, and I used to hate it. But what? I'm not from London. It's not street. But the more I grow as an artist, the more I realise people like me because of that. Because there is so many rappers from London who say the same thing. Yeah. So it's nice for people that aren't from London, or maybe are in London as well, to hear someone saying something different. And also, I feel like maybe from London as a kid, we were always late to what was hot, or what was hot in the street, or the local trends. So I had to actively go and look for music a lot more. So most of the music I liked was because I found it. Yeah. So I grew up on old school rap because I wasn't force fed what was hot. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like in London sets the trends.
Yeah.
It's a bit different now because up north they're doing great stuff. But so for me, bro, in Cambridge, it was always I went and found the old school hip hop and started listening to that, bro, when I was young. And since then, bro, I just loved it. So I think being from Cambridge, mate, is actually the best thing now, actually.
Yeah. It gives you kind of a bit of a unique perspective, I would say.
Yeah, bro, exactly that. And I'm just I'm the most stereotypical, normal English lad you'll ever find. I like fish and chips with my nan,
Yeah.
I like playing the Xbox.
Nice. What do you play on Xbox? FIFA?
Fortnite.
Fortnite. So you see and Pablo now.
Sick it as well.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Who shot that? Was that your mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can tell.
You can
like
tell,
before, from what you said to me before, I can 100% think that.
Yeah.
Why did you well, you tell me about it. You tell me about Pablo. What's the meaning behind it, obviously, apart from the obvious?
So obviously I have this weird fascination with like big powerful people that did what they wanted their own way. I mean, the realness of it is Biggie, Henry VIII was an awful man. What he did was awful, but I don't respect what he did, but I respect that he had ambitions and goals and he did it no matter what. Same with Pablo, like there's an element of he always looked after his own people, but then he did some bad stuff, like he blew up an airplane, blah 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 blah. Yeah. He was a bad man, but he always had good morals behind it, and he was unstoppable.
Like
until
Godfather kind
exactly,
of
bro. Like I've always loved that stuff.
Yeah.
I've always loved Rhythm films, and like I feel like for me it was like I want everyone to know that I was doing stuff. I'm doing this rap my way. I'd rather do it my way and succeed than have a more quick way or faster way to success through not doing it as myself. So it was like I'm just sticking to the plan. Like I'm sticking to what I want to do as me. Yeah.
And I got to ask you, man. I see on your Twitter a few weeks ago. No, not a few weeks ago. Literally like a few days. So you was in Finland.
Finland, yeah, man.
What was happening over in Finland?
So the producer that did Biggie and Pablo. That's where he's from, you know. So I just went over there to work with him. I made Biggie over there actually. The last time I was there. It's so nice to get out of London, man, and see like I think you get so caught up on England as well. Like the world's a much bigger place than England. I feel like
the world's much bigger.
Yeah,
France, you know?
And bro, I feel like a lot of artists get so caught up on being hot in London they forget like we're tiny. Like I feel like my sound, I really want to make it international. Like the producers I work with, obviously his ear's not just from the UK, so he makes stuff that appeals to like
mass market. Almost.
Yeah, bro, yeah, man. So like it's been so nice, bro, to work out there, and it's beautiful out there, man.
Yeah, looked relaxing,
bro. I mean,
is it cold though?
No, it weren't. But it does. So it's more when it gets cold. It's cold,
right.
Like, fully cold. But like when I posted that picture in the lake, it was relaxing. But everyone's been like, messing or talking to me like as if I was on a holiday. It was the worst thing I could have done. Yes, I was in the lake, relaxing, but it was an intense week. Like work. But it was so nice, bro. Like I say, like so we were in Helsinki for 3 days.
Okay.
And then we went to, he owns like a log cabin, and literally, bro, like it was like a 3-hour drive, bro, in the woods, in the middle of Nut Fram. Like when I said there was not one noise, you couldn't even hear a car. And they had better 4G, than London.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I know that.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you not have like
mayor of London's having us on, mate?
Yeah.
So we were in the middle of nowhere with nothing, and the 4G was like pinging.
Yeah, my mate lives in like a forest, and that's it. When you're in there, you can't hear anything.
Bro, it's beautiful, man.
So
but
nice.
I couldn't live there though. It was weird. It was
like, it's nice that detachment.
It is, yeah. But after a few days, I was like, I can't just walk to like a Tesco.
yeah. Whereas in there seems to be local and stuff.
Yeah.
So the EP's been out a couple of weeks now. How do you think people are responding to it?
Really good, man.
Yeah.
I feel like my Instagram were mad, man. And like people, all I wanted was for people to like understand me more and understand the direction that I'm trying to go in, and just do something different. Like it's not forced either. Like I'm not doing something different for the sake of doing something different. It's different because I am different. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I feel like some people just try and be different just because they want to be different. But for me, it's like I just wanted to make something that come to me naturally, and I think like every song's different. The production on it's sick. Like the beats are so sick on it. I'm really happy with it actually.
Yeah. I feel like you wouldn't have been unless you wouldn't have put it out unless you was happy with
it,
right?
Exactly.
Because obviously it's a big tribute, and this is your second one, right? And then can we expect an album to follow?
So working on like a larger project now, and it's going really well.
What's it?
Really.
When can we expect it out?
I don't know yet.
Be a little while, right?
Yeah, no, I don't want to wait too long. But like, I don't want to set a time. Like when it's done, it's done. But like this week we made some amazing music that I'm sure will be on it. Like some really good music. It was sick. Yeah. It was.
And you got a tour coming up as well.
Man, in September, bro. London, Birmingham, Manchester, and London.
Birmingham.
Sorry, London
twice.
London, Cambridge, Birmingham, Manchester.
I'll say so.
Yeah.
Excited?
Can't wait, bro.
Yeah, because you did Wireless last.
Wireless last year. Did J-Rock in February, which was sick, mate. His team was so cool, man. That's super nice, man. Like J-Rock's big, bruv, and like his whole Top Dog crew were like, it was sick because I think they're like the new like Top Dog, like the new people. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not new, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like the guys now that set a lot of stuff. So it was wicked.
And I've got to ask you, who are you listening to at the moment? Who's on your playlist? Who's your handful of artists you listen to?
There's only one way to. I would say.
Check what's the last music you listened to.
Literally, I'm so. Who have we been listening to?
Who we got?
The Manor. I love The Manor. Octavian, Avicii.
Yeah.
Skepta, 50 Cent.
Have you listened to the new Skepta project?
Big Heath. Yes.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I like 3 or 4 tracks a lot.
And the rest?
And the rest, I didn't dislike.
Yeah, it just wasn't really.
Just wasn't through for me. But I thought the one with J Huss is incredible.
Yeah.
I think that's like amazing.
Yeah.
And
I like Put It From
My Gun. It burns. Yeah. Sick. And then what's the other one with No Small was sick. There's one more that I really love actually. I can't remember, like, because I feel like them 3 have been pushed more.
Yeah. 100%.
But like there's one more that I covered. It's really sick. I think the production on it's sick. I don't remember. It's one that's like it's got like quite a catchy hook on it. Like so it's singing kind of thing. But the production on it's sick. I just kind of grew up on Skepta when he was more like
more freestyle.
Yeah,
kind of
but then I understand, bro. Like as an artist, the older I get, the more I realise what my people that I used to look up to, how they think more. Obviously, bro, he's trying to take it bigger than where he's from. As I say, the world's a lot bigger than London. I feel like he's put his stamp mark on London now. And perhaps he wanted to try and take it otherwhere. Yeah, but it is a sick album.
It's how you secure the bag, bro. It's how you secure the bag.
Exactly, bro.
That's it. That's what it's about, innit? Really, isn't it? To be the passion of the music and to secure the bag every day. So good luck with the tour, man.
Thank you, bro.
And let's hope the EP keeps on doing well, man. You know you've got my support on the Best of British show. Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
Pulse88.co.uk.
Yes, Pulse 88 Radio, your host Rob here on the Best of British show, here every single Tuesday 7 PM until 9, playing all of those UK bangers.